In the heart of New Mexico, a storm of speculation and intrigue brews as authorities prepare to release the latest findings in one of Hollywood's most shocking investigations. Today, the world awaits new details surrounding the mysterious deaths of Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy, and one of their beloved dogs. But the most shocking revelation yet has just surfaced, one that has sent tremors through the very core of Hollywood for weeks. Elizabeth Hackman, the couple's daughter, has broken her silence with a revelation so stunning, so unexpected, that it threatens to unravel everything the world thought it knew about her father's legacy. She challenges the official account of her parents' tragic passing, claiming there's more, much more, than meets the eye. As whispers morph into roars, an incredible new piece of evidence from within the Hackman family threatens to unearth a long-buried secret, one that no one ever expected. Was Betsy truly the devoted wife she seemed to be? Or had she been hiding something far darker? Could it be possible that Gene Hackman himself played an unseen role in this tragedy? Stay tuned, for the truth you are about to hear will change everything. Good morning, Gail. So far, investigators have been tight-lipped about what they might disclose in today's press conference. However, we do know that the autopsies have been completed, and this afternoon, the world may finally gain insight into what really happened in the final days of Gene and Betsy Hackman. The shock of Gene Hackman's sudden and unexpected death sent waves of disbelief through Hollywood. A legendary actor, admired for his tough private demeanor, Hackman was never one to reveal much about his personal life. But now, just days after his passing, astonishing stories have begun to surface, hinting at secrets he may have kept hidden for decades. It all began when an anonymous insider took to the internet, making a shocking claim. Gene Hackman had been involved in a secret relationship, one that no one knew about, and not just any relationship, but one with another man. At first, fans dismissed the claim as outlandish, calling it disrespectful to Hackman's memory, but as more individuals came forward with stories they had heard over the years, what once seemed impossible became a topic of serious speculation. Suddenly, Hollywood's greatest mystery was unfolding in real time. As the public clamored for answers, speculation mounted. How exactly did Gene and Betsy die? Here's what we know. Their bodies were discovered by a caretaker inside their gated community on February 26th. It appears that the couple had passed approximately a week earlier, around February 17th. According to Santa Fe's sheriff, Gene Hackman's pacemaker had stopped that same day. But why? What could have caused it? Then came the real bombshell. Elizabeth Hackman, long silent amidst the media frenzy, was rumored to have once shared a story with close friends, an account she had never intended to make public. According to these whispers, Elizabeth once walked into one of her father's film sets unannounced, only to witness something that would forever alter her perception of him. She claimed she saw her father, Gene Hackman, passionately kissing another man. The revelation, whether true or exaggerated, sent shockwaves through his loyal fan base. Could it be real? Or was it just another Hollywood rumor running wild? As the whispers grew louder, people began to recall peculiar moments, times when Hackman had been seen in the company of men in ways that, in hindsight, seemed strangely intimate. Some recalled seeing him walking the streets of Los Angeles with an unidentified man, while others remembered how he often attended exclusive events with an unknown companion, always careful to avoid the paparazzi. Despite a desperate search for photographic evidence, none had surfaced. The absence of proof only deepened the intrigue, making the rumors harder to confirm, but even more impossible to ignore. At first, Hackman's most devoted supporters fiercely defended his reputation, arguing that the stories were nothing but cruel attempts to tarnish his legacy. For decades, Gene Hackman had been a revered figure, and many fans refused to accept these shocking allegations. Accusations flew against tabloids and gossip websites for exploiting a tragedy for clicks and attention. But as Hollywood insiders cautiously began to speak out, The whispers turned into something much harder to dismiss. Some industry veterans hinted that they had always heard quiet murmurs about Hackman's personal life, but never dared to discuss it openly. Others rejected the rumors outright, insisting that he was simply a private man who valued his solitude. As news outlets scrambled to cover the story, the rumors took on a life of their own, transforming hidden suspicions into sensational headlines. If true, what would this revelation mean for Hackman's legacy? Would fans view his legendary performances differently? Would his name be remembered the same way? Online polls flooded in overnight, asking fans whether they believed the rumors or not. Thousands of votes poured in, with passionate debates erupting across social media. Suddenly, the conversation had shifted from admiration of his cinematic achievements to rampant speculation about his private life. As the frenzy continued, Elizabeth Hackman remained silent, her reluctance to confirm or deny the claims only fueling further speculation. Was her silence an admission of truth, or was she simply overwhelmed with grief and unable to address the rumors? Finally, after days of mounting pressure, an official statement from the Hackman family was released. In a brief but firm declaration, they denied all allegations, calling them baseless and requesting privacy in their time of mourning. But for many, the denial was far from convincing. Why were they so desperate to shut down the conversation? Was there more to this story than the world was being told? Now, the damage is done. Instead of being remembered solely for his legendary performances, Gene Hackman's death has ignited a wildfire of speculation, one that refuses to be extinguished. His legacy, once untouchable, is now the subject of fierce debate. In a tragic twist of irony, the man who fought so hard to keep his private life out of the public eye has, in death, become the center of one of Hollywood's most controversial mysteries. Even now, people continue to dissect every detail, rewatching old interviews, scrutinizing past interactions, and searching for hidden meanings in the words he once spoke. Some are convinced they've uncovered the real reason Hackman guarded his privacy so fiercely. Others insist it's nothing more than a cruel invasion into a man's personal life, and so the whispers refuse to fade. The truth, if it exists, may remain forever out of reach. But one thing is certain: Gene Hackman's name will be spoken of for years to come, not just as a Hollywood legend, but as the subject of a mystery that may never be solved. Elizabeth never intended to speak publicly about what she had seen. She had hoped, above all else, to protect her father's privacy. But after the recent passing of Gene Hackman and the explosion of rumors that followed, she felt compelled to step forward, to be honest about what she had witnessed. Even as she shared the shocking revelation, Elizabeth remained cautious, withholding specific details such as dates and names. Without hard evidence, fans and critics alike were quick to dissect her story. Some believed her instantly, arguing that she had no reason to fabricate something so sensitive. Others, however, accused her of exaggeration or seeking attention in the wake of her father's death. The controversy only intensified as new rumors surfaced. Anonymous sources began claiming they had seen Gene Hackman in public with another man, walking closely, dining quietly at a restaurant. Yet, despite these whispers, no verified images or concrete accounts emerged. The lack of evidence did little to quell the fervor. Instead, it fueled heated online debates, splitting fans into factions. Some fiercely defended Hackman's honor, while others insisted that Elizabeth was telling the truth. As the storm grew, Elizabeth found herself facing a backlash. Social media became a battleground, flooded with comments, some supportive, others critical, and many outright furious. Some accused her of disrespecting her father's memory by revealing something so private. Others praised her bravery, arguing that she was merely speaking her truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be for others to hear. Under mounting pressure from both fans and the media, Elizabeth issued further statements clarifying her intentions. She emphasized that she never meant to tarnish her father's legacy or incite controversy. Rather, she hoped her honesty would help fans understand him better. "My father's private life does not define who he was in the public eye," she wrote. "He was an incredible actor, a devoted father, and a complex man. That remains unchanged." Yet Elizabeth's revelation had already left an irreversible mark on Gene Hackman's legacy. Fans across the world continued to debate her words, unsure of what to believe. For decades, Hackman had been seen as a strong, private, and straightforward man. Now, that image was clouded by questions and secrets, leaving fans struggling to reconcile the man they thought they knew with the possibility of hidden truths. Elizabeth herself seemed torn in the aftermath, expressing regret that her words had caused such division and confusion. But despite her efforts to calm the storm, the moment she had chosen to share remained a focal point of public attention. Her father's secret, whether true or not, had been released into the world, leaving an imprint on his legacy that neither fans nor family could ever fully erase.